The good news is we're getting Sting tonight on television for the first time in 5 years. But the bad news is they're going to cancel this halfway through the show and tell us we need to wait until next week instead. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling for your TNA Impact review on Spike TV for the 21st of January 2006. It's the first TNA after the pay-per-view final resolution where Sting came back to TNA. He appeared, he won the match with Christian, tag team match. They defeated Jeff Jarrett and Monty Brown. We were told we were getting Sting tonight. They hyped up the show. And the whole point was this is the first time we're getting Sting on television in 5 years. What is Sting going to say? And then randomly throughout the halfway point of the show, they just tell us that, oh no, wait, we're not going to be able to get Sting this week, but we promise you'll get him next week. And it's almost like, it is pathetic. And I mean, you could almost accept this if it's live and he's coming to the show and his flight gets cancelled or some shit like that. But this was taped. They knew what they were doing. Sting was never appearing on this show. Despite them promoting him, despite them putting over the fact he's not been on television in 5 years, they had no intention of giving us Sting. And I think that's fucking embarrassing for TNA.
Yeah, this is things that make TNA the pissant company that Ric Flair goes, TN what? TNA? TN what? No, this is minor league behaviour. You cannot talk about the NWA titles being more prestigious than 20 other titles in other companies, or Christian saying the other company sucks. This is bottom of the fucking barrel. Like you said, they knew exactly what they're doing. It's the fact they show the locker room door with the Scorpion logo as well as the final nail in the coffin for me.
Yeah, so we start with Don West. Don West starts the show. He's waiting in the parking lot. He's like, oh, I'm waiting on Sting. We'll hear from him as soon as he gets here. Tonight, he's going to be on television for the first time in 5 years since he left WCW. So straight away off the bat, they're promoting Sting. We get a tag team match. Chris Sabin and Dot defeated Skipper and David Young of the Diamonds in the Rough. Throwaway fucking match that meant nothing.
Yeah, just jobbers galore.
And to be honest, every match meant nothing tonight. There was only one match that meant anything, and it had no right main eventing a TNA. But yeah, Sabin and Dot win.
Abyss not having his normal match. The workhorse,
Abyss. We then get an interview with Douglas and AJ Styles and Daniels. I thought this was not bad, to be honest. AJ Styles was talking about his match tonight with Shannon Moore, and AJ Styles was confirmed as the number one contender. Shane Douglas says he will get a shot against Samoa Joe for the belt at all odds. Christopher Daniels comes in and he says it's pretty convenient that AJ Styles has made himself the number one contender. As soon as he threw in the towel for Christopher Daniels against Samoa Joe, Daniels says that he never lost and that AJ Styles lost the match for him. And how is that fair that AJ is all of a sudden going to get the next shot when Daniels never got beat? AJ says it was a hard choice, but he had to make it. Sometimes your heart rules your head, and he knew it was the right. His head says, or I don't know. He made a heart head reference. I don't know which one, but he made the right call. I mean, let's be honest.
Daniels trying to kid. This would be like Apollo Creed, brain damage, sitting in a fucking wheelchair in Rocky.
I could have beat him.
Walk. You thought I didn't walk. Meanwhile, he's fucking drilling. He's drowning himself in drill because he's brain damaged after the fight. Come on.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think. See if Apollo survived in Rocky 4, I don't think Apollo would have gave Rocky shit and suggested that he could have come back and won. I just think Apollo would have been upset that Rocky threw in the towel.
Yeah, for simple reasons. I told you not to.
Because he's a fighter, and he just that's not the way he wants to lose. But Daniels was more suggesting that he was going to win that match. And it's like, nah, you're not going to win that fucking match.
You're just another victim on Samoa Joe's manky blood.
Just another item on the menu for Samoa Joe to consume. We get the tag team match next. Petey Williams, Eric Young, and A1 defeated Kellens, Lance Hoyt, and Shark Boy. I mean, Ron Kellens going nowhere at the moment. When you're teamed up with Lance Hoyt and Shark Boy, then it's not looking too good for you. Another throwaway match. We go into another match. It was I don't get this. It was the James Gang versus Buck Quarterman and Kenny King.
Talk about the James Gang. The James Gang.
Then after this, Conan and Homicide challenged the James Gang to settle it all against all odds. Where was the other guy that was what? Apollo? Where was Apollo? I don't mean Apollo Creed, I mean the shite Apollo.
I've got a funny feeling that Apollo's at the door.
Apollo could be fired.
I'm going to make a prediction that Hernandez debuts and lets him win.
Yeah, we then see Shane Douglas. He's outside Sting's office, his locker room. He's got the Scorpion badge on it, the Scorpion logo. And he says, Sting's not here yet, but when he is here, we're going to hear from him first. And he's waiting. If Sting isn't there, why are you standing outside his fucking locker room like a goof? The only reason you should be standing outside his locker room would be if he's in his locker room.
Yeah.
But if you know he's not there, then what you waiting? What are you doing? Why not intercept him before he even gets to his locker room?
No one stood outside The Rock's locker room
When he wasn't there?
Yeah,
I mean, it just makes fucking no sense.
it's a waste of exercise.
Would you not be in the car park
Yep.
waiting for the arrival?
But they know he's not in the car park.
No, but I mean,
They need to show the Scorpion logo though.
no, but logically speaking, here, if you know he's not there yet, would you not? And you want to get the first scoop, you want to get him straight away. Would you not be moving closer to the car park where you can grab him on his arrival?
Of course.
But we all know Sting ain't coming. They're just pretending he is at this point. So fucking lame. We then cut to Shane Douglas and Larry Sabisco, Monty Brown. Larry Sabisco then says that Sting won't be there tonight, but assures everyone that Sting will be there next week. Why is Sting not going to be here tonight? We don't know. Larry Sabisco says he has a huge announcement. Who will face Jeff Jarrett against all odds? Monty Brown then bursts in and says he heard a rumour that the deal with Sting has fallen through already. So, is the deal with Sting falling through?
Feels like it.
Is Sting going to be the man that challenges Jeff Jarrett? At this point, we don't know. We don't know shit.
I mean, even if they announce Sting, Jeff Jarrett, and it's official signed, it's like, well, give me the guarantees where Sting's appearing at the pay-per-view. You'll probably no-show.
Yeah, we then get a street fight. AJ Styles versus the Prince of Punk, Shannon Moore. I mean, Shannon Moore literally has come into this company, done nothing but stand in the shadows, steal a plaque from AJ Styles, and now he's main eventing TNA Impact.
What's going on?
And he wins. He fucking wins. And Christopher Daniels, first of all, throws in the towel to kind of screw over AJ, but the referee doesn't count the towel throwing as the end of the match. So he continues the match and then AJ loses with a roll-up. I mean, would it not have been better if AJ lost due to the towel?
Yeah.
And then that protects AJ a bit more, and it's like Daniels is completely fucking over Styles. He's like, well, you screwed me, I'll screw you kind of deal.
I think that's the way they should.
But all this towel really did was cause a distraction.
Someone needs to throw the towel in on TNA. This show fucking sucked. It really did.
And Daniels and AJ face off, and Samoa Joe was out there as well. He was watching for the stage.
Huh.
X-belt, bloody towel, you know the script. All that stuff. And, I mean, who knows? At this point, maybe Shannon Moore's going to get added to the next X Division title match.
He might.
We then see Team 3D backstage. They say that they're not going to whine, but they want a match with Team Canada. They've got every right to whine.
Yeah.
After what happened to them in Final
You know what?
Resolution.
I know it's scripted, obviously, but this was like one of the biggest injustices I've ever fucking seen in wrestling.
Dom West said he can't explain what happened at Final Resolution. That's neither can I, to be fair.
No one can. Like, what? It was a clusterfuck.
Dom West thinks the referee didn't see it. he purposely chose what he wanted to see, I think. It was a mess.
It was a mess, man.
We then see Christian walking backstage. He's on the phone. He comes out to the ring. Christian says that Sting couldn't be here tonight because he was watching a movie and he couldn't drag himself away. And the movie was called Brokeback Mountain, featuring Jeff Jarrett and Monty Brown. Got a cheap pop for me.
It did, but it also makes Sting sound a bit gay.
Why the fuck's he watching it?
Sting's watching Brokeback Mountain.
And it was too good, he couldn't pull himself away to come to the Impact Zone.
Not the way we were hyping up Sting. He's not appearing, he's watching Brokeback Mountain. What? would Downer be say this about Taker?
No.
Imagine, like, fuck off.
Taker had an obligation to be here tonight, but he decided he wasn't going to bother showing up, so he could
Shane
just
Douglas outside the locker room, he's in there watching Brokeback Mountain. What?
Jeff Jarrett comes out.
Shirt is half tucked in.
Yeah,
half
it's like his left side was tucked in, his right side was tucked out. I mean, I don't fucking get this. Jarrett says he doubts Sting's going to be there next week. Jarrett suggests that TNA should bring in Christian Cage's buddy, Chris Jericho. I don't get why Jeff Jarrett is... I mean, he's mentioned Edge, he's mentioned Jericho quite a lot over the past few weeks. Is it trying to draw a cheap pop? I mean, I think at this point Jericho has left the WWE, so I guess it's possible he could come in, but...
I get it's cheap because seeing WWE, they never mentioned TNA in this period. Never. When?
Oh, hold on, they never really mentioned anyone outside of WWE.
No, they don't. No,
Unless they were actually coming.
I didn't know, they didn't.
But TNA's just name drop people and hope that they can sign somebody. It's kind of mad.
Well, there's more chances. I mean, the same amount of chances these guys appearing, like Jericho, etc., and Sting tonight. So
Jeff Jarrett says he will wrestle Christian Cage and beat him and send him back to the mid-card status. Jeff Jarrett then slaps Christian. They brawl. Monty Brown comes out to make the save for Jarrett, but Rhino runs down, he evens up the odds. So evens the odds at the moment, but in a couple weeks' time we're going to get against all odds. Ho 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 ho! And then he stands tall with Christian Cage. Abyss comes out. He wasn't booked to wrestle tonight, but he's booked for an appearance, I guess. And he gets thrown out the ring by both Rhino and Cage. And then Monty Brown got up. He picked up the contract. And Jeff Jarrett apparently has already signed his signature, and now we'll need one more signature to find out who his opponent's going to be. Monty Brown has a grin on his face when he holds this blank piece of paper, and that's it. The show ends with Monty Brown just standing in the ring with a bit of paper in his hands.
yeah, I mean, Jeff Jarrett's saying, "Oh, I don't care who I face." So why have you spent the past couple of months fucking greeting to the committee?
The championship committee's trying to screw me.
You know what? I'm giving this show a 0. I'm sorry. We can't hype up something and then not deliver when you rightfully know that it was never ever going to happen. It's not like Sting got right out here because he got run over by a car. It's literally didn't appear for a taping.
Yeah, I mean...
0 might seem...
No, wait, you're saying he didn't appear? If he didn't appear, then he wouldn't have been on it. It was taped. They fucking knew he wasn't going to be on it.
That's what I'm saying. Well, yeah, fucking...
No, but you made that sound as if he was supposed to be there and he didn't show up. TNA lied.
I'm not lying. It's a fucking 0 for me.
I'm giving it a 2 out of 10.
You can't do things like
I can
this.
give it 2.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying, see if you're trying to be a serious company, you can't whip out things like this. I'm sorry, you can't.
You know what? I thought the Daniels AJ stuff was no bad. And I mean, Christian Cage dropping a wee Brokeback Mountain reference on that's why it's getting a 2 out of 10 in my book.
I wasn't a fan of Brokeback Mountain, so it's still a 0 for me.
That's it, guys. 1 out of 10. We'll catch you in the next one. Come on, TNA. It's been a while since. What's happened? TNA's dropped the ball.
It's off the fucking rails.
Christian Cage needs to come back to WWE. That's how I roll. Rolling in a big pile of shite at the moment. Anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Peace.